Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Enter the Gungeon. Let us play a paradox run. We have to defeat virtually 20 of those totem pole enemies. There's so many of them to kill on this save file. One of these days we will get there. Wind up gun. I'm not a fan of the wind-up gun, but I do like it early. It does enough damage to be happy with. It's got piercing shots. Well, I think I know what our item is. I wanted to see if I could actually blow up that grenade bullet with a dodge roll and then live. The answer is no. We have the glasses. Cool guys do not look at explosions. To me, this is an item that I am going to sell as soon as we find a sell creep. The fact that it just slows down your dodge roll, messes up with your timing, I'm not gonna be a big fan of. And there's my HP. If we were playing as a bullet, that would be an even more important drop than it is. I guess that is technically an explosion, isn't it? Wait for it, wait for it. I never did look up whether or not that's a requirement for the save file, whether or not you get an unlock by dropping the chandeliers onto enemies' heads. I should have looked, but I didn't. So be it. What the heck asks, I'm still curious if you're aware of the duplication trick with the cultist and the paradox. I believe I understand what you're referring to. I think, it's been a while since I've played as the cultist. I mean, it's been a while since I've played multiplayer Gungeon for that matter, but if I remember correctly, there's a bug where if you're playing as the paradox and you die in multiplayer, you drop your starting items and then you get new copies of those starting items when you respawn. Is that what's going on there when you're talking about cultist paradox bug? Something related to creating an infinite number of passive items. That could be a fun, like, just game mode where you can break the game with, you know, lots of whatever your passive item is. You know, if you find a passive item that's flak bullets, you know, you do it once, crash the game, and be like, ah, fantastic. Or maybe you can get like 10 space friends and then you never have to actually shoot. Mud says, so no, you are not aware. Well, I mean, people are always discovering new things about old video games. I hate to say that it's old at this point, but let's be honest with ourselves and not lie. I have a vague recollection of that bug existing from reading it, but I never did it myself, just because I never die as the paradox. Who do you think you are? I am. What the heck says, me and my brother do it a lot, like having 40 metronomes. There's some items in the game that don't have obvious stacking mechanisms, like metronome. Would it make your damage cap higher? Would it give you 2 charges on metronome for every kill instead of just 1? You know, like, how does the stacking on that item work? Does it even stack at all? You know, if you have 2 curse bullets, would you get double the damage upgrades if you had 2 gilded bullets? Some items have kind of a natural or obvious stacking mechanism, like bouncing bullets. If the more of those you have, the more bullets your bounce. Sorry, the more your bullets will bounce. You know, that's kind of got a bit of an, I don't know why I just walked into it. I guess my brain has not caught up with my hands this morning. It's not this morning, it's 4 p.m. on a Saturday, but I mean, it is a Saturday, come on. Give me a little bit of benefit of the doubt here. The only, like, some of them are obvious. The one that I know that's the exception to all of the rules is flak bullets. 2 of those will crash your game. That's why these are the warm-up runs. Mud, you took the words right out of my mouth, because I didn't say it yet. Yet. I don't want him to show up next floor. Why would I want him to show up next floor and try to kill me? We have 2 keys. We cannot buy the Mega Hand. We've got a lot of chests that we cannot access. In fact, 3 to 4 chests if we wanted to break them all, but instead we're just gonna go down to the oubliette. I will always 100% stand by the idea that the oubliette is a net benefit. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll get an item out of the chest as well. There is a pistol machine. I don't think we have anything that synergizes with it right now. Oh my God. Dude, I need someone to run the mathematical calculations that proves opening or breaking a chest with 0 keys makes them explode more. It's the only thing that I can explain. Or it's the only thing that explains it. The only thing that makes sense. My whole life I've been told that you want to have 0 keys breaking chests, and yet in practice it just makes them explode more often. Krako, welcome to the stream. Finally catching you live. It is 10 p.m. here. So you're plus 6 hours for me, huh? Well, hello to... Look, I'm bad with time zones, okay? Hello to whatever time zone you're in. And if it's 10 p.m., well, thank you for choosing Abe Clancy for your evening entertainment purposes. Dude, I gotta find a cell creep. I would have loved to have picked up Mega Hand on the last floor, but there was no cell creep. We couldn't sell the sunglasses. I wear my sunglasses in the oubliette. Please die, thank you. I don't know why, but in my head, ew, you mother... His bullets are just so damn fast. Well, one of these days I'll get a better gun. On that last room in my head, I just wanted to kill the red shotgunner before his bullets got to me. I was like, just back up and keep shooting. You'll be fine. And it worked. There we go. Segus Jr. says it's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are? Watching Abe Clancy on twitch.tv/AbeClancy. Thank you, Mimic. You have rejuvenated my interests in this run. Give me an item for free, especially because that... You gave me a turtle, that's pretty good. Especially because this room is gonna require a key to open. That's BS, if you ask me. I don't know why I just thought about this, but I don't think I've ever watched any stream that wasn't on Twitch. I never watched anything on Mixer. I never watched anything on YouTube Gaming. I'm definitely never watching anything on Facebook. Am I part of the problem? Am I part of the reason why, you know, other companies can't get into the video game streaming market? Am I the problem? Am I the reason why Twitch has a monopoly on streaming services? I guess the idea is that I just don't know anybody who streams on any of those services. No one I would want to watch anyways. I stand by the idea that the different services, the different websites, all have a different purpose. You know, like Twitch is where you want to go if you want to comment directly to the streamer. YouTube is where you want to go if you just want to watch someone talking to the ether. I try to very carefully straddle the line of going off on tangents and not reading chat, and then sometimes being like, oh, hey, chat has this message. Let me read it aloud. Oh, I didn't see, I thought it was a turtle. Too many turtles. Most of them are significantly worse as Segus Jr. If they want to compete, they need to be good. Also true. I feel like they're trying to do the, they're going the epic route. They're just like throwing money at the problem and saying, surely this'll work out. we're not providing a service, but we're you know, creating contracts for popular streamers so that they specifically have to stream on our service. That'll work, right? Surely that'll work. Also, I did just remember something. I apologize if this happens. Hopefully people can call me out if this happens, but I noticed the other day that when I was going through some of my old, not old, but some of my recent recordings, I don't know what causes this, but sometimes my microphone kind of glitches out, and I don't know if it's the microphone or software or like a filter, but it kind of makes it sound a little bit sharp and very unpleasant to the ears. And I'm not just talking about my normal voice. I'm saying, like, if I just say a phrase or a sentence for like 2 seconds, the microphone goes. I don't know what causes that glitch. I'm trying to figure it out, but it's completely random. So if it ever does happen, let me know. But I'm gonna just try to play around with settings until I can resolve it. It's a very strange issue, because if you look at the audio waveform, you can see it glitch out. But, you know, because I can't hear my own voice, I literally can't tell if it actually happens. It's very strange little bug. So apologies if it happens, but that's a technical hiccup that I have been unable to rectify. Cat biting wires. If a cat was biting the wires, my whole computer would short out. I don't have a cat, first of all, but I understand cats. Mud says, I've been rewatching your Gungeon and it sounds fine to me. Well, the thing is that this bug, for like 1 second every 6 hours of recording, it might happen. It's so rare that I've only noticed it twice while going through because I go through all of my recordings. I've only noticed it twice going through every recording I've ever done. Well, I don't listen to them completely all the way through, but I've only ever noticed it twice. So it's very rare. It is just a very unusual thing. And it might not even happen. You know, I rebooted my computer. Maybe that fixed the problem. I don't know. I forgot to get to the old crest. Well, you know what? Let's 50-50. All right, we're doing it. We're in. Hackerman, I'm in. I've broken down the firewalls. I've hacked the FBI systems. We're in. I'm gonna gun munch it. AK-47. You know what? It's actually not a bad reroll there. I don't really like Crescent Crossbow because it's a glitched item that doesn't behave correctly. I'm lucky that 50-50 worked, because I want to go fight the old king. I mentioned this on the last run, I think. Someone asked what my favorite floor was, or maybe I asked myself, I don't remember. I really do like the Abbey. I think it's a very fun floor with a fun, difficult boss. It's not too early in the game that you're underpowered, but it's not too late in the game that you're overpowered. It's like at the perfect percussion point of funness. And it gives me an extra, you know, like 8 minutes or so on the run to just talk about nonsense. Yeah, get out of here. I'm gonna fight the old king. Famous last words before losing the old crest, says Rossed. If history is anything to go about, then yes, I will probably lose it momentarily. As I do almost all the time. I'm very scared right now of the freaking turtles. I'm looking at the turtles and I'm like, is that an enemy or is that my turtle? Krako says, I would keep Devolver or a chance to get the Serious Cannon synergy. You're not wrong, but the Serious Cannon, pardon me. The Serious Cannon, I believe, is an A tier item, so it's actually like pretty rare. I dislike Gungeon's Magnificence system, so you know, I understand that because it is a tier item, the chance of picking it up on any individual run is lower than, you know, other tiers of items. So I know that it's rare. We're probably not going to get the synergy, although I suppose maybe what we could do is maybe try to make it a more likely synergy by dropping items when we go and fight the Old King to get the Cinergrace chest and see if we can force it to spawn. It's possible. Can't have too much fun now. Yeah. Gungeon's good about giving you high hopes of a fun run and then saying, nah. You're not gonna get the synergy. You're not gonna get, you know, the one item that you're looking for out of Lament Configurum. Have a Life Orb. Surely what you were looking for was a Life Orb, right? Hey. And you know Abe being Abe means he starts off with super high magnificence, says Mud. Aww. Mud's complimenting me. Aw, thanks, Mud. You're such a bud, Mud. Sorry, turtles. Get that attack out of here. No one likes it when you do that. Oh, you moved. Unfortunately, that attack that he was about to do, I couldn't step out of the way of now. We got 54 credits and ammo. I will take that. It's a little unfortunate that we didn't get more, but, you know, give me a key, please. I like Jolter. Jolter does so much damage. It two-shots the bulletkins on this floor. Two-shots the sniper. It's a nice weapon. It's gonna four-shot one of the blue shotgunners, but that's okay. Krako says, or I just open Serious Sam if I want nightmares with all of the kamikaze. I've never played a Serious Sam game. I know that it's got a... No, wait a minute, Serious Sam, is it? Which is the game that has the detective bunny and dog? Is that Serious Sam? No, that's not Serious Sam. Why can I not remember the name of Bunny and Dog? Sam and Max, thank you. See, in my head, I think Sam, and I'm like, it's not Serious Sam, but it is Sam. But what the heck? What Sam is it? I don't know. FFS says Mud. Look, you can see where my brain goes on this, right? Sam. It's not Serious Sam, but why does my brain go to Bunny and Dog? My dodging is terrible right now, but I was lucky. Max is in Poker Night at the Inventory, pretty funny. Poker Night at the Inventory, what the hell's that? I'm not a poker guy. I cannot lie for the life of me. If it's important, I can lie. If I'm trying to like bluff someone, I always get like a grin on my face, like I'm gonna try to bluff you. I would be the guy you want to play poker against, because you'll be able to read me like an open book. It's a poker game with some game characters. Is this like, what is the name of that? Oh, it was actually a game Mud was playing the other day. It's a beat 'em up game with like Batman, Superman, and Shaggy. Beat 'em up together, beat 'em up forever, all-star beat up. Crap, I cannot remember the name of it. That's basically just me in a nutshell today. I can't remember. Multiverses, yes, thank you very much. There we go, multiverses. Yo, pistol machine is very good. It's why I bought the pistol. Poker night at the inventory. Heavy, strong, bad. Only 4 characters and it's poker. Interesting. I find it weird that in multiverses, Shaggy can beat up Superman. Maybe that's just the power of Kush, of that sweet, sweet smoked goodness, you know? Maybe it gives Shaggy superpowers. Maybe that's his superhero identity. Weed Man. No, that's actually Snoop Dogg. My bad. Smoke weed every day. Don't report this video to YouTube. I'm just making a joke. You know it. Actually, because YouTube has like, you know, automatic voice recognition and they automatically create closed captions, they probably know exactly what I'm saying already. Sorry, YouTube, don't listen. I don't give you permission to listen to this video. This is my own content. I will sue you. Anything I post online is my own, even though I agree to your terms of service by creating an account and using your services. Okay, get the heck out of here, Dynamite. I don't think that's how that works. Well, if you ask some people on Facebook, they'll tell you otherwise. By the way, no, Mixer does not exist anymore for the question that was asked earlier. Mixer got closed down and they got folded into Facebook. Yeah, Microsoft decided that it just wasn't profitable to continue running their service, so they closed it down, folded it into Facebook. If you used Mixer and you kept getting like Facebook emails, that's the reason why. Because we all know that when you want video game related content, you go to Facebook. I know when I'm looking for new video games to play or new streamers to watch, I think of Facebook Gaming, TM Limited, Incorporated. By the Meta Company. And the best place to watch Facebook Gaming is live with your Oculus VR headset. Just agree to the terms of our service, where we agree to track your eye movements and play it and force you to watch ads in order to, you know, enjoy the content that you enjoy. What a great way of just crushing so much goodwill by having Oculus get sold to Facebook. Oh, so many years ago. Oh, Lord. Goodness. But that's okay. I'm sure that, you know, one of these days I will have a desire to create a online avatar in a virtual space environment. I'm sure what the future of internet social activity is Second Life. I'm sure. I'm positive, absolutely positive. Oh, stealing. We only have 4 HP. We flawless the boss, oh my god. Well, 4 HP is a little low, but let's get it done regardless. Let's go this, and let's go this. Zuckerberg created the metaverse just so everyone can finally look as bad as he does. It does look real bad, doesn't it? Oh my god. It's freaking just disastrously terrible. Hey, the one time where the slowdown helped me to time my dodge. It's weird that the explosions provide more of a freeze factor. Or maybe it's not so weird after all. This guy's now immune to the freezing effect though, so we gotta be a little bit careful. Should also be careful of the ice pools that we are leaving behind. It's gonna make it a little hard to dodge on occasion. That's annoying. Annoying hit to take there. I thought I had the dodge. Dude, that's taking a million years to kill this guy. I mean, he is tanky. Tanky is all heck. Gotta move. Maybe one of these days I'll actually break those rings with the explosives. I kid, we already did that earlier, I saw. Out of ammo ×2. Well, we're gonna go to pistol machine. It's the best weapon that I currently have. There we go. And we're out of ammo with that as well. Surprisingly, ammo's been a little hard to come by recently, hasn't it? Ooh, but we got the heroin. All of you, oh, well, you know what? Maybe we can get that Phoenix friend again. All of you people who were wanting the mega hand, now we have the heroin. Where were you? Draw by a Guanstone, why not? What the heck? Why did it play that sound effect twice? Hey, don't laugh with Facebook streaming, TM. It has some of the best solitaire and Minesweeper streamers, says King of Freaks. Yeah, but does it have Demon Crawl? That's the only Minesweeper I'm interested in. At least that was my takeaway from that promo picture in which his avatar looks terrible yet exactly like him, says Ross said. I know exactly what you're talking about. What's the talk of the hour on today's Abe stream, asks Bubonic Lettuce. Well, hello, Bubonic. The talk of the hour is freaking nothing. Like usual. Nothing important anyways. So, like usual. The talk of the hour is... Frick, man. What am I gonna play? By the way, for the question that was asked in chat if I'm gonna be playing XCOM today, yes. Maybe not immediately after Gungeon, but probably. I need to find another game to play though. Gungeon, I think, is ripe for a break. So I'm very much looking forward to potentially taking a bit of a Gungeon-themed break for a little while here. Hey, is this Phoenix friend? No, it is lighting the ground on fire by shooting the Phoenix, which turns it into an extremely potent weapon. You know what? There you go, right there. Phoenix with the fire synergy is actually like a 10 out of 10. I think it also makes the gun better. Like, I think it makes it do more damage, but I can't, you know, don't quote me on that one. Hey, Peace, welcome to the stream. I like your voice. Well, I'm glad somebody does. Okay, ammo. Machine pistol first. It's probably the best weapon that we have. Well, other than, you know, icebreaker gun here. I don't really know how the ice shot from the heroin works. Does the charge shot guaranteed freeze enemies? I don't know. Krako says, call me when there's going to be space pinball streamers. I do not legally own a copy of Space Arcade Pinball, but if I did, you could convince me to play some arcade space pinball. Yeah, so it'll freeze an enemy if it doesn't kill him. This seems pretty nice, honestly. Whoops. We're doing enough damage that it's one-shotting everything anyways, but... kind of just like the sound of it. That, like, crystalline shatter audio effect that we're getting whenever I shoot the gun. Yo, that's a lot of keys, my dude. Don't spend any keys, though. I want to see if maybe we can find a key 47 or something. Arta Bobrich says it's the mic doing all the work until it glitches out and goes for like 2 seconds. Randomly, semi-randomly. You gonna unfreeze and break? Yeah. Abe, are you muted? Hey now. It's been a while since I fell for that trap. It's not gonna happen today. Not today, I say. Okay, let's... I'm gonna lockpick this. It actually did work, surprisingly, but I wanted to save a key for the next floor, thinking that we would probably get a better chest out of it than a blue chest. We got the beehive. Oh, beehive. Hey, Brendan Toad, welcome. How's it going today? Brendan, I'm very sorry that your Starship Trooper has not been going out on missions in XCOM, but something tells me that we're gonna need all of the help we can get in the upcoming month. So, be excited for that, I guess. And Red Wolf 64, welcome. Although you've been here. I know you actually just showed up a minute ago as well. Hello! Frost bees. Get him, you frosties. Imagine having the lockpick actually work. I'm very surprised. It only failed on like a brown chest and it worked all the other times we've been trying it. That's a highly effective lockpick. I feel like I've been getting rather good lockpick luck lately. By lately, I mean for the past like year. I've never had a run that failed every lockpick or anything like that. Another rat item? Well, here's the deal. Okay. This is a natty spawn. Ergo, I feel like I should be allowed to use it, as opposed to having to find it myself in the rat fight. Also, I can steal. I completely forgot about that fact. We have the gun of cloakiness. So if we want to steal something from the next floor shop, we should. We done? Yeah, we're done. Ross said in chat says, my ultimate run was when I had both the lockpicks and the drill. It's a weird situation, because if you lockpick and you fail, you can't drill it open. The drill is just a infinitely better lockpick. Well, it has a slight difference, of course, which is that you have to fight for your food, but it's still just a better lockpick. You would think that the drill would be like an A tier item or something. Although I suppose I'm glad it's not an A tier item, because if it was, then it would cancel out your magnificence probably frequently. Just waiting for him to die. Rossed says it was a pilot run and I didn't find another active item for most of the run. Yeah, that does happen, unfortunately. At least you can drop the lockpick when you're done with it. Yo. 0147. Blorp has been a nuisance. When his transfer papers come into, your best to lose them, eh? A0. 0147. A0. Is it, well, okay, I mean, here's what I'm thinking, right? 47, Agent 47, ends with a 7, 007, begins with an O, AO. Is this like a very specific reference to something with the 0147? I don't know. I would like to know, but I don't know. Wait, does this say Blobulord has become a nuisance? Blorp. Not Blobulord. Blorp has become a nuisance. That's a weird one. That's a strange one. Krako says Gungeon has all these random things like messages in the eyeball room. Yeah, a lot of, you know, rare things that you don't find frequently in your runs. And then the eyeball room is just a freaking Easter egg. It does literally nothing except blink at you and be weird. Oh, I was gonna talk about it in a second. I don't have to anymore. I was gonna say that our gun is just gonna freeze the enemy that is chasing me, and then I would have to wait for him to unfreeze before I could continue to shoot him, but actually the turtles just dealt with the problem. You might ask yourself, what do you mean he'll freeze? He doesn't freeze in my game. Well, I got Mod the Gungeon installed. Those guys, Bloodulons don't freeze in my game. Or rather, sorry, they don't unfreeze. They stay frozen. That's what I would do if we were ever in person, says Mud. I would blink at you and be weird. Well, you already got half of it done. And I've never even met you at IRL yet. I say yet like we need to get like a hotel room or something. Yet. Unless Mud is being extra creepy and he's like, we've already met, Abe. You just don't know. Hello, Abe. What? You could just like, my turtles like ran away from me. They were scared of the zombies. I guess I would also be scared of zombies if I was a turtle. You know, the animals, they know first. Come on, boys. Get him. Get him. Bud says all we need is a jacuzzi. I mean, that sounds wonderful. Peppy Boy asks, is there a mod which tells me what the items do before I pick it up, like the external item description mod from Isaac? I mean, probably. Actually, there is a mod that tells you what the items do. It's called your Ammonomicon. Once you pick up the item, you know what it is forever. Bud says, Christ, I can't spell. Can't spell your own name? That's not how you spell mud. Mudakido? Pardon me? Okay, hold on. Where's my drop off? And by drop off, I mean pit. So we don't want this at all. Go ahead and dump it. They said before. Well, I mean, yeah, they said before, but you know, you can pick up the item once and then never pick it up again if you don't want it, but I was also just, you know, being a bit of a jerk. But in all honesty, you know, I like that about Gungeon, that it is built in. You know what the items do once you pick them up once, because it tells you. It's got its own item descriptor mod built into the freaking game here. I didn't reload my gun when I walked in, so I had to use a blank, but it's not that big of a deal. Bonic Lettuce says, hey Mud, lay off the adult juice. I could go for some adult juice right about now. Yeah, we have the ice cube. I can be here forever. All right, I mean, if it wasn't a Juan run already, it would be a Juan run now that I realize that we have a active item that provides invincibility plus the ability to charge the active item multiple times in single rooms. It charges itself while we're using it. That's real freaking good. Dun, dun. Oh, it's like one of my favorite guns. And yes, I would classify this as being one of my favorite guns. It's a freaking minigun. Freaking freak. Krakow asks, hey, did you know that the Vorpal gun always crits when you shoot it while stealth? You know, I did not know that. It's a very interesting tip, though. I suppose the real question is when, like, how often would you be entering stealth mode, you know? We don't have a Junkin, do we? You don't enter stealth mode that often. Your item that provides stealth usually has a big charge on it, so. I just freaking, wait, where'd the gun go? Eat my shorts. I don't know. Dump the machine pistol, dump the icebreaker, dump the wind-up gun. Everything else I like to keep, even the Phoenix, because it has the synergy that is pretty good. I wanna keep this around for a little while longer. Let's get the heck out of here, though. I don't think there's anything else we need to do. I'm not gonna do the RNG department. We did it yesterday. I don't need to do it again. You're not the boss of me. Hey Peace asks, the F is adult juice. All right, chat has filled him in. Oh, you beautiful summer child. Right, we should be using the Vulcan cannon. We got an ammo drop like immediate. You know what? Screw you. I have a wheel of cheese. I'm gonna freaking use it. All right, I really thought it would last a little bit longer than that. At least the wheel of cheese doesn't charge itself up off of every kill, because it only charges itself off of damage, but the cheese wheel does kill enemies instantaneously. You know what? I'll open it. Genie in a bottle. Forgive me. I want to just shoot the Vulcan cannon. My lord, it did take 100 rounds to kill that room, though. In particular, the one freaking enemy. All right, we got ammo back, no problem. What was it? It was on the Abbey. We were actually running a little bit low on ammo. 3 good weapons were all empty. Now everything is full, and we picked up 4 ammo drops in like 8 rooms. If only the game was slightly better at, you know, distributing the ammo drops, right? Am I immune to fire? Oh, the sponge. I was gonna say, because I don't have the Phoenix out, I'm not holding it, so why am I immune to the fire? Oh, I'm not actually lighting on fire. I got the freaking sponge. Screw you becomes cheese. I mean, that is like one hell of a power move, right? I don't want to deal with you anymore. I'm gonna kill you the easy way. Turns into a cheese wheel. You know what? This is a cheese wheel worthy room, I think. This is a cheese wheel worthy room just because I don't like to have to deal with the traps. I do love killing a skeleton god with a wheel of cheese, though, or becoming a wheel of cheese. Such power has never before been so delicious. God, so many ammo drops. It's like I'm not cursed or anything. We're just getting luck. Look, we should probably wait, but what do you think I made out of time? Yeah, maybe we'll have a better quality chest in the future. I don't care. Well, I will care when I get there and I don't have any more keys. I'll complain about the shop, though. I'll be like, oh, come on, shop. You could have given me one more key. Game's rigged, man. I was really hoping that as soon as he opened up to attack, he would just get sucked into the cheese wheel, but that's not how that worked. Oh, come on, game's rigged, man. You telling me there's no blanket or no key in the shop? Is this an aged cheddar or a smoked Gruyere? What cheeses most commonly come in those big ol' wheels? It does kind of look like a cheddar, doesn't it? It's very orange. Cheddar is frequently an orange cheese. Mud says, in my headcanon, it's a Gouda. Connie says Gorgonzola. Now, at this point, we're just naming cheeses. Quick, name a cheese. Name any cheese. For $1 million, name any cheese. Gunyear! This is Barda Bobridge. Well, now, okay, now you have me interested. Does it say what kind of a cheese it is? Aged almost 40 years. This cheese has become something of a delicacy, but only to those with refined palates. Aged in an old arcade cabinet for decades. Aged almost 40 years. Is that just like a reference to video gaming in general? It's been around for like 40 years? Like, what specifically do you suspect that is a reference to? Aged almost 40 years. Was the developer of the game 40? Need something better. Parmagun. Pac-Man's like 40 years. Oh, you know what? Yeah, it's probably right. Yeah, Pac-Man's about 40, isn't it? Very good point. Very good point. No. Fire! Don't give it an opportunity to do another phase. Pac-Man released 1980. Ah, about 40 years. When was Tetris? Hold on. Tetris, June 1984. So Pac-Man beat Tetris by 4 freaking years. Holy crap. That's interesting. Oh, baby. I know what I need, an ammo drop. And sure, let's also buy one of the more annoying weapons. Pong beat Pac-Man by 8. I mean, so that makes a lot of sense because Pong is very simplistic. Like, Pong is a hardware game. I think Pac-Man is also technically a hardware game. I think Tetris is written by a software engineer. Is that right? Hold on, I still have it open. Written by a software engineer. But I'm pretty sure Pac-Man was a hardware game. King of Freaks says Edward Zahn was a cheese dealer who discovered 40-year-old cheddar in his cheese shop, so it could in fact be cheddar. I love that we're trying to discover the secret of the cheese. All right, you know what? If in doubt, Vulcan cannon it out. Soviet software engineer. What? Do you think he knew what he was releasing upon the world? That Tetris would still be relevant 40 years later? Hey, the Niz, welcome. How you doing? Maybe he knew what he was doing. Maybe he was working for evil. Like, Zorg in The Fifth Element. We have to go to the cheese sauce. More like the cheese shop. More like the cheese shop A. Unfortunately for him, I don't really care that he's charmed. I'm still gonna just fire my Vulcan cannon deep into his face. Face? More like butt. Didn't he also only make like a couple of $100 or $1,000 from it or something? Freaking in 1980 money, I would love to have a few $100 or $1,000. If this was in 1980, I would buy a house, retire. Majority of the revenue taken by the state or something. I'm sure he got a lot of exposure out of it. I'm the guy who programmed Tetris. You heard of it? Fun game. Pac-Man, on the other hand, you know, they developed it and, well, I mean, I guess for the time it was wildly popular, but nowadays you don't see people going like, oh, Pac-Man! Guys, I can't wait for the 2023 Pac-Man coming soon. They've updated the rosters and it's virtually the same game as it's always been. You know what? Come to me. Get sucked into my cheese wheel. I always forget you can actually fire your gun in the cheese wheel as well, so if I really wanted to. Whatever. Krakow says, better than another Last of Us remake, that's for sure. I gotta be honest, I don't understand exactly what changed in the Last of Us remake. I tried reading up on it and they're just like, it didn't make it quite exactly clear what had changed. Like interior textures were better and like some of the level layout it was improved, but like, it's not even an old game. You know, remakes, you gotta remake games from like the PS2 era. You can't remake a game that was released, you know, this decade. That's too soon for a remake. Dead Space, that can be remaked. That's like a 14-year-old game. Last of Us, when did Last of Us come out? Oop, that is the wrong window, I can't read that. Last of Us was released in 2013, less than 10 years. You can't remake that, it's too soon. Hold on, now I gotta look again. Dead Space, released in original work, 2008. Yeah, 14. What'd I say? Also, it's good, unlike The Last of Us. Oh, he said it. Would ad get sucked into my cheese wheel? You know, I think the chat bot is bugged out anyway, so I'm surprised it works. Thank you, Turtle. Thank you, Tuttle. Hey, get out of here. Oh, there's a lot of shotguns on the ground in this room. Hey, it's freaking ammo. Excuse me, what are you talking about? We actually needed a remake after a remaster, damn it, says Krakow. Is that what it is? Is that why I was confused? Because they remade it after they remastered Last of Us, after they made the game less than 10 years ago? Maybe that's why I was always confused. I didn't realize that there was a second remake. Or rather, I didn't understand the differences between them. OG Silent Hill remake when? I would love that type of a remake. You know, a classic video game reimagined for a new era. Kind of like what they did with Resident Evil. You know, they kept a lot of what made those games unique, interesting, and popular back in the day, and then they kind of just, you know, updated it for current generation. I would love to do the same thing with Silent Hill games. I want a truly scary gaming experience, you know? I want to be frightened out of my pants and into yours. Oh baby. Imagine that you could actually pick up all these shotguns. Imagine that they would actually like still shoot. That was a bad backtracking. It's like we gotta have better guns than this. I don't want massive explosions though. Give me bees. I'll have mass bee army. Silent Hill PT Wed. Mud removed, quote, 944. What was quote 944? what was just removed? History has been lost forever. Dun, 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 dun. Anyways, eat my bees. 944 was API error. Weird. Well, good run. Picked up a lot of good items and guns in this run, eventually. I love Scattershot Vulcan Cannon for just going to town. Cheese Wheel, you know, I'll use it on occasion when we actually get it as a legitimate item, but I'm not gonna use it when we just get it from the rat fight, because then you could get it literally every run. WB says, Abe, you might want to check out some of them Fatal Frame games if you want a really good scare. I've played them. I've played the Fatal Frame games. They're a lot of fun. I very much enjoy being forced into that, you know, camera mode where you can't look around you and you just have to just stare down the ghost that's trying to kill you. It's a lot of fun. Anyways, I think we found literally 0 shambling rounds yet again. So, yeah. Hey, for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more, check me out on Twitch for when I go live, support the channel, any of the links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Enter the Gungeon.